Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to the hot lead zone. We're at the range and look at the beauties that Chris and Terry brought to the range. These are a couple of 30-40 Krags, one a full-size rifle, the other the carbine, in just excellent condition. Look at that. You get a close-up of those. The wood is beautiful. Look at that craftsmanship. Construction. Very innovative for the time, but we didn't keep this rifle very long for the service rifle because the 1903 Springfield came along pretty quick. So Chris, are these hard to find?
They are actually. Well, not hard to find if you're willing to pay the money for them. The carbine was actually quite hard to find an original that hadn't been Sportsterized. Most of these rifles were sold in the surplus in the 20s and were cut down to make cheap hunting rifles. So the carbine is an original model 1899 cavalry carbine, the last cavalry carbine of the United States. It's an original. The rifle is actually first year production, model 1892 converted to model 1896 standards.
Right, your bullets, Mark. Oh, fantastic. I got something for you.
Now, did these shoot black powder in the beginning, or what happened with that?
These were the first smokeless powder only load rifles in the States Army General Service. It was a 30 caliber bullet, 40 grains of smokeless powder, and a 220 grain full metal bullet.
Beautiful. We'll look forward to you shooting these.
Sometimes my catches it over here.
Right out of that big factory they got.
Actually, a lot of these
Springfield Armory, U.S. rifle. That's the original armorer's stamp on the stock.
So part of this for me is just the amazing workmanship that went into these early rifles at the turn of the century, and part of this is evident here. Originally a model 1892 Krag had a cleaning rod that came out through the muzzle like the old style muzzle loaders or trap doors. And when it was upgraded to model 1896 standards, there's a trap door in the stock in the back for the cleaning rod, and the cleaning rod channel was filled in. So somebody at the armory took all the time to put a sliver of wood in here, and they've drilled it out and pinned it along the stock.
Sometimes it's just, yeah.
See that?
That was quite some craftsmanship.
Really? There's a pin that goes all the way through.
There's several actually. There's one there,
Part Indonesian.
and here, and I think actually that's it.
So I went ahead.
It's probably all you needed. Maybe
Yeah.
it also dovetails in here a little bit.
Dovetailed in, yes, and
Never even know.
somebody took a lot of care to do this very well. You can't even feel the seam.
Like, how much do you drink?
That sling looks like the original.
The sling is actually not an original. I can figure it's from sometime. It's old. It's a model 1907. So this would be a sling more appropriate to a 1903 Springfield. And because it has steel hooks, it's most likely a World War II era production or later.
Still a great sling. Show me how that Krag, the loading action is. So that thing opens and closes.
So yeah, this trap door opens and the bullets are loaded in. We can demonstrate that actually. Okay.
And then you know it's good.
So to load a Krag, in this case our carbine, you actually don't even have to open the bolt. You can just load them through the trapdoor gate. So holds 5 rounds. And then you open this up. As you close the gate, it pushes the round up and around through the feed mechanism. The action is very smooth, probably one of the smoothest rifle actions ever. And let's see the fireball.
That's really slick. You know, you don't even need stripper clips.
No, and that was one of the reasons for the Krag's demise. It was difficult to create a stripper clip that would work with the loading, and when these came up against the Mausers in the Spanish-American War, that was one of the complaints. The other complaint is the relatively low-powered cartridge. The Krag has only a single locking lug for the bolt, and when the military tried to up the speed of the cartridge from about 2,000 feet per second to 2,200 feet per second, they started cracking bolts.
Oh, there you go.
There's different seating heights. So this one is a different height.
Still a very important historical gun in the inventory.
Yes. Even though it was only the main rifle for about 11 years, it was the first smokeless powder rifle adopted by the United States Army. And these saw service in the Spanish-American War, in the Philippines, and the Boxer Rebellion. Are actually regarded to be more accurate than even the 1903 Springfields at everything but range. It was not uncommon for National Guard units to outshoot the regular Army armed with 1903 Springfields at service competitions.
Wow.
I know. So
Well, we gotta show the YouTubers out there that muzzle flash again.
It's automatic, like your dress. Because there's like one field, and the other field, and the dress you want to. So they automatically did that, and it showed up fine. So.
Works for me.
Yeah, thank you, by the way.
No problem, it's easy. Thanks for the 20.
Well, thank you, Chris. You know, it didn't flash as much that time. Must have been a permutation the other time. That was almost no flash.
Oh.
But that was very good, smooth action that you were showing us there. Thank you very much. It's Fortune Cookie signing off. We'll see you next video. Bye for now. Well, YouTubers, that is the group that Chris just shot with that equivalent of a Enfield Mad Minute. That's not a bad group for fairly rapid working of that bolt and quick sight picture. So congratulations to Chris and Carrie for their acquisitions and ownership of those 3040 Krags.